Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah, and today I'm going to be sharing a winter home tour with you all. This is going to be a very casual walkthrough style video of our home, and I'm actually joining a few other YouTube friends. They'll be sharing their winter home tours as well. So be sure to click on the link in my description box. It will take you to a playlist so you can see the rest of the home tours in the series, and I know you'll find a lot of inspiration.
It's all for you, it's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you, it's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleeping, 'cause you fear the night. And days without eating, 'cause it ain't enough for two, and it's all for you.
So I thought we would start our home tour today in the kitchen. This is a different view of our island that I probably haven't shared before. I did find some counter stools. I ordered them. They'll be here in about a month. They're kind of like a shaker style, so I think that'll suit our vintage kitchen well. We'll see when they get here. I've already sent some back, so hopefully I'll have better luck this time around. I'm also still enjoying the dried lavender. You'll find a lot of that in our house this time of year, as well as lots of cozy textures. So I just try to bring in the warmth of the season with texture, baskets, blankets, throws, that kind of thing, all while sticking to the neutral color scheme I always have going on. I did go ahead and decorate the shelf above our sink, and you may have seen this in the last video I put out, but I did kind of tweak it a little bit. But like I said, just more baskets and texture through the towel and the little dish brush hanging there, and then lots of vintage thrift store finds with the glasses and the vases. I think most of the baskets are thrift store finds as well. You'll also see a lot more green in our house. Some of it is faux, but I'm trying to bring more houseplants and live greenery in the house. So far, pothos is the only thing I can grow, so I'm pretty much just sticking to that. So we'll see if I can branch out a little bit as time goes on. I'm still loving the Winter Nights hand lotion and soap, so keeping that by my sink through the winter months along with my thieves cleaner. I like to put it in a pretty amber glass spray bottle like that, because that way I can just leave it on my counter, because I use it all throughout the day, so it's a lot easier to just grab it if it's sitting there, and I just like the way that looks better. Also loving the dish soap bar that I got off Etsy. This is the first time I've ever had like a block of dish soap, but it's really nice if you just need to wash the occasional pan or dish that you're not putting in your dishwasher. Also have a bowl of fruit here because I just went to the grocery store, but the cutting boards, they were there before Christmas decorating, so I just put them back. Those are Amazon finds, along with my little cow creamer that was a gift years ago. We've got our little kettle out there for making hot chocolate. The kids love hot chocolate and soups and things, so that just stays out as well. And then painting over this way, the dining table looks pretty much the same as you saw it last time. I just chose to keep the centerpiece really simple, so I'm not having to move anything around for meals. So I have our napkins in a bowl, and then salt and pepper shaker, and just a few faux eucalyptus branches for a little bit of color. As we go this way, you'll see another glimpse of some lavender over there in the corner. That's actually some lavender that my mom dried last year, and so I brought that back out and just kind of hung it on the little shelf there to liven up that corner. Looking back this way, the hutch is the same. I'm just keeping it very simple, just a couple of lamps. I added that mirror back up there, and it just really helps to open up this space. I love having that mirror there, and I missed it over Christmas when I had it down and I had a wreath there instead. One thing that is different that I've not shared with you all yet is this wall here. I added this decor paper that I found on Amazon. I'll give you guys a closer look here in just a second, but I decided to hang that there, and then I moved the table that was underneath, just because when we do get those counter stools, it's just kind of a snug fit there to have a table on that wall and stools, you know, when they're pushed out. So did away with the table and added this giant decorator's paper instead, and then just a few baskets and my giant crock there on the floor. Let me give you a close-up look of this decorator's paper. It is really pretty. It's like a vintage print, and it has the antique look to it. And then you can kind of see on the side here, but I just used the Command poster strips to hang it. I've seen people frame it. You can do all kinds of things, but I just kind of wanted it to be on the wall without any frames or anything extra. So I used the poster tape, and it worked really well. And it's a really big. It's hard to totally get the picture of how large it really is on camera, but I got it for a really good price, and I will leave an Amazon link in the description box if you're looking for something similar for a wall in your house. There's also other decorators papers you can get if you're not into cows. They have like floral prints, all kinds of fun things. Now, I almost took all of these coats down before I shared a tour with you all, but I thought I would just keep it more realistic today because there's always coats and bags hanging there this time of year. I mean, that's what the hooks are for. So I just left that, kind of show you what our home looks like on a normal day. When it's cleaned up, of course, I did clean up for you guys. So here's one last little look around the kitchen, and I will take you guys on into the living room.
Days we were told would never grow old here in Wichita. We were down by the river all through the night, watching the stars and the city lights. Right from the start, said we never grow apart, dear Wichita. You wanted me to know, never ever let you go, dear.
So our living room and kitchen kind of open up together since we took the wall down last year. It's made a really big difference in the way our house just kind of flows, and we really love it. So right here's our living area. We just have one living space in the house, but that's all we need. It's nice and big and open, and everything is very neutral. I don't have a whole lot going on in here, but that's just kind of how I like it. I decorate very simply, and it's just my style. I like a timeless, just classic look with lots of interest through textures and things like that. So you won't find a whole lot of color in our home or anything real trendy or super modern in our house, but this is just what we like. We feel like it suits the farmhouse. I do have a candle burning in here. These are candles that I found at our local farmer's market, and she actually hand pours them and scents them with essential oils. So y'all know I like to try to keep things as healthy as possible around here. I diffuse lots of oils, but it's kind of nice to have a candle burning sometimes too. It just brings an element of coziness to the house. So I've got that one going. She does have a website, so I'll add that to my description box too in case you are trying to find a healthier candle alternative too. So looking this way, I'm still using the same shelf as a TV stand that I rescued from the dump way back when and gave it a makeover. It still is working perfectly. I would like to have some more like concealed storage to go under the TV, some kind of cabinet, but this shelf works fine for now, and I've just added baskets and, you know, ways to store things that way. And then we just add some books and things that we are just using on a daily basis to make it practical. So everything in our house, we are using it, it's functional, or it's something we really love. Again, keeping with that very simple, clean look and feel for our home. It just is what we prefer, and I feel like it keeps my mind clutter-free when our home is more simplified. And so to me, that's just what we like, and I seem to do better that way. So I try to keep our home pretty simple. On the back wall there, you will see my milk glass vases I found at a thrift store just a couple of weeks ago. You can pretty much find these anytime you go thrifting, but I actually found 10 at one time, so I thought that was kind of unusual, but I snatched them up. I paid like 10 cents a piece for them, so I added them to the top of the bookshelves there, and then added a few little faux sprigs from Hobby Lobby. Kind of add a little bit of spring to the winter decor. I just brought out some old throw pillow covers that I had stored away, and I'm using them again. I haven't bought anything new to decorate for this season other than a couple of plants and some faux stems from Hobby Lobby. So I really haven't bought anything other than that. So same throw pillows that you've seen before, just brought them back out. Still loving the IKEA furniture. It's so easy to maintain. I can just take it apart and wash it. This is the Ektorp collection, and of course, as soon as I buy it, they quit making it, but they did come out with a newer version called the Upland. It's actually looks just the same. It's just a little bigger. The dimensions are a bit different, and I think there's definitely some upgrades to it, but same idea, but love this furniture, and just thought I'd share that if you're looking for something affordable. It's cozy, it's neutral, and really easy to take care of. Here's another view of the bookshelves and our wood stove area. We heat our home with this wood stove. We actually don't. We have a furnace system in this old house, but we don't use it. It's not very efficient. So we just heat our home with wood, and just the stove right here pretty much heats the majority of our house. We have a few rooms closed off that we're not using because, it just helps contain the heat, but it's a lot of work. It's a big mess, but it's really nice to have. Now, we're getting ready to do some renovating this spring and summer, and so part of that will be to add a heat pump. So we're not gonna know how to act to have air conditioning. I hope it works out. We've been here, this will be 7 years without air conditioning, so I'm pretty excited about that. This wood rack is a Amazon find, I'm pretty sure, and it's kind of big for this space, but like I said, we heat with our wood stove all the time. So I wanted something that was big enough to hold enough wood so we weren't running in and out of the house so much. It kind of cuts down on the mess and just makes it a little more practical when it comes time to fill the stove. It's dark outside and it's cold and you don't want to go out. So it's been a nice addition to our home for sure. If you all follow me on Instagram, then you know the ongoing story I have about this recliner. It's about 13 years old now, and it is my least favorite thing in this entire house, but my husband loves it, and I love him a lot, so that's why we keep the recliner. He is super supportive with all of my crazy house ideas, and he really works really hard to make all of these things happen in our home, the renovations and all of that, and he lets me decide pretty much everything when it comes to the way our house looks. His only request is his recliner, so I definitely have had to just work around it because, like I said, I love my husband and it's his recliner and he likes it, so it's got to stay. But I did finally talk him into getting a new one, so I'm pretty excited about that. I did a poll on Instagram and you all helped me choose the new leather color for the new recliner, and I'm really excited. So we've got to get that ordered. I believe it's going to take a couple months to get it here, but nevertheless, it's coming and I'm excited about it. So for the hallway, I've got the same little blue table here that I had out in the fall, and for winter, I just added a couple of baskets to that bottom shelf there. Candlesticks, the candles kind of help things feel cozy for winter. This little mini oil lamp, I love, my grandmother gave me that. I think it's so cute, perfect for winter. Another pothos, which I need to water, but it's growing really well. It's actually getting bigger, so I need to repot that soon. And then the little antique find there in the middle, my mom got me. I think all of the neutral colors on here pop with the blue, so it's a nice little splash of color here in our hallway. And then this rug is really holding up well. I've had it for about a year now, but as you can see where it's located here in our front hallway, it gets a lot of traffic all the time. And when our Pyrenees comes inside, he always lays here, mud and all. And so this rug is definitely holding up well. So I can definitely say it's a good one. It's a Rugs USA find, and I have the larger one actually up in our bedroom. Here's just another look at the living room. You can see my son's Hot Wheels track back there. Like I said, this is just a casual walkthrough of the house and kind of what we have going on right now. But I'll share that corner over there with you all next. This is my essential oil station, I'm calling it. I wanted an area in our home where I could keep all of my oils, and have like a station to make roller bottles and different DIY things that I like to make with my oils. Just kind of have everything in one spot. So that's what the dresser's for. I don't have it fully organized yet, but I do have a start on it. So far I have this tiered tray which just has some of the oils I've been using recently so I could grab them quickly. The V6, that's a carrier oil. That's really nice because if you use a carrier oil with your essential oil, it kind of allows the oil to absorb slower, so it benefits you longer. But my salt lamp over there also, you have to put some oil, carrier oil in it too, so that's kind of why I have that out. This diffuser, it is called the Lantern Diffuser, I'm pretty sure. It's a Young Living diffuser, and it has all of the same settings as the Desert Mist, so it's a nice option too if you want more detail in a diffuser as far as the way it looks. It's really pretty though. This, I'm trying to think of what it's called. Lipstick, it's for lipstick. Those little holders for lipstick. It's from Anthropologie, but it holds the 10 ml roller bottles perfectly. So I got that over Christmas when they had a really good sale because Anthropologie is kind of high. So I got a good deal on that and snatched it up, but it's perfect for those 10 ml roller bottles. And then here is my Pothos that I first got a few years ago, and probably compared to other people's Pothos that are this age, it may not be doing as well as I think it is, but I just feel like it's growing, so I'm doing good. Like I said, I'm not great at growing plants, but these I seem to be okay with. So just filling my house with as many of these to bring in some life. These drawers here I am using to store like all of my oils in. I need to get some holders for them though, because it's not ideal for them to lay flat like that, but they make drawer little holders that kind of prop them up a bit. So I'm going to try that if I can find some. I think there are some on Amazon, so I'll have to look. And like I said, I cleaned up for you guys, but I did leave this track out just because there's really nowhere else to put it. He plays with it. It fits good there. This is kind of an undone corner of the house. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with it. The blanket ladder, I've got to find some pretty blankets to go there that match. This one doesn't even match the living room, but I did go ahead and put some more dried lavender in the wall vases. I love these. These are Kirkland's find. And then I just change out what's in them seasonally. So for right now, we're doing dried lavender, just like everywhere else in the house has dried lavender. And I try to get pretty creative with toy storage because my son is 9, so toys are very much a part of our home. So I'm actually using this trunk here for Nerf gun storage. I don't know if you all have Nerf guns in your home, but there we go. There's a ton of them. And so, you know, he plays with them all throughout the house. So we just keep them in here. Makes it a lot easier to clean up. And then Hot Wheel cars are in the basket there on that little table. So I love to find bins and things that you can just kind of tuck throughout the house to store things that you're going to be using in that room. So it makes it a little bit easier so you're not actually having toys everywhere, but they're still in the room where they're being used. For the hallway here, I just added some faux eucalyptus. I love this color of green. It's like a darker shade of green. I've had those stems for years, but I think they're Hobby Lobby or Michael's, somewhere like that. And then I went ahead and added the botanical print that I've had for a long time back up. And I just saw these the other day at Hobby Lobby, so they still have them. But it's just a nice little splash of color, but it's still simple. And it kind of makes me feel like spring is coming. So I like that. I had a winter print there before, but decided to go ahead and take it down. Like I said, the wintertime blues are real. So trying to bring some life into our home to make it feel cozy, but still lively and like spring is on its way. So one more look here and then I'm gonna wrap this up. But I really appreciate you guys checking out my tour today. It was definitely more casual, just walk through chatty tour, different from what I normally do, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have to give you guys an update pretty soon on the projects we have coming up. We're still finalizing outdoor exterior renovation plans and master bedroom plans, so it's a bit overwhelming. So I've just been busy with that, but I hope you all enjoyed this. I will definitely keep you in the loop as things happen, and I hope you all have a super blessed day. Bye, guys.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening. such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm